Hey, this is Nick Mitchell with TopTierMarketingOnline.com, specializing in helping current business owners, either with a website or without a website, maximize their marketing, but especially using internet strategies. And today I want to just talk about something I've touched upon in quite a few other videos, but as follow-up is so important, but how do you actually create a follow-up system? No doubt you've heard the age-old adage that the fortune is in the follow-up, and this is no doubt true in both getting new clients and in dealing with your existing clients. So whether you have leads or people you talk to who haven't become a paying customer yet, it's absolutely essential to follow up with them so that you can actually acquire them as a customer. And with existing clients and customers, it's absolutely imperative to be in touch with them and follow up with them to have them be repeat customers, because they're so much more cost effective to maintain than to actually get new customers. Now, the old school way of doing this, which might just cause you a headache by me going over this, are the options of doing it yourself or hiring extra staff and doing tons of phone calls, sending out letters and emails. And while that might be working for you, no doubt it is a hassle, and there are some changes that you can make to overlay what you're currently doing in order to get better results. Now, no matter what type of follow-up you're doing, there are three strategies that are very helpful, being that you want to provide valuable content, you want to provide social proof, and you want to provide preferential treatment in all of your follow-ups if possible. Now, what do I mean by valuable content? This is whether in a phone call, an actual letter, or an email. You want to provide something that gives an immediate customer benefit no matter what their current situation is. So even if they're not even a customer yet, if you give them some sort of information that they can use to better their situation, that's going to do a lot of things for you. It's going to position you as an expert. They're going to be more likely to listen to you because you're giving really valuable advice that they might not have known the answer to. You're also going to build a relationship because you're giving them something of value for free, essentially. They're going to essentially feel a certain amount of reciprocity towards you, and they're going to build trust towards you as well because you're not just out to make a quick buck. And that is something that's going to help you stand apart from the competition, whereas everyone else is going to be throwing brochures and sales pitches and whatever else at them. You're actually providing them with valuable content to show that you actually care about them and their situation. Also, just by following up in this way, you're going to be first on their mind whenever they do get to a place where they're ready to purchase a product or service. Now, social proof is probably my favorite one here. People love stories. Stories sell. So if you can provide testimonials or case studies, it helps make it much more real to either potential clients or existing clients. And essentially what a story does is it provides a result for people that they can relate to. You know, if you're just talking about the features of your service, they might not really care as so much as what the end result is, that they are in a better situation because of using your product or service than if they hadn't. You know, there's the analogy that Perry Marshall said that always rings true, is that people don't buy a drill because they want a drill. They buy a drill because they want a hole in the wall. So if these stories that you have can show them how they can achieve their desired result, they're going to be much more likely to buy from you in the future. Also, by using people as far as testimonials, using their stories, it helps make it more real for people because they have something to relate to. They have a position that might be similar to what they're in right now, that they can see, oh, this is how this product or service is going to benefit me. And also your own stories are great too, as far as how your life has become better as a result of learning this, that, or the other thing in regards to your practice or your service that you provide. Now, preferential treatment comes in the form of giving a preferred customer discount or preferred treatment to either a potential new customer or to an existing customer. This could be something like a series of related offers where if they purchase a suite of your products or services, they get a discount or something thrown in as a bonus or anything like that. But the key here is to really make it personal. If you're going to do this in a letter or an email, you have to put their name on it. Handwriting it makes the biggest difference, or a phone call works really well in this too. But with existing customers, it does increase their buying frequency. You're just staying in touch with them, and you're making them feel special. And people like to feel special. And if you are making someone feel special, they're going to feel a certain amount of reciprocity towards you, and they're going to want to come in and see you and have more of that preferential treatment if possible. So now comes the problem of how to actually scale it out. Now, there's the option of scaling it out manually, which is what I mentioned earlier, which is definitely a headache. You can do it yourself, which is very time consuming and becomes kind of a full-time job in itself and requires a lot of discipline to be able to do this follow-up on a daily, weekly, or whatever your particular basis is. Now you can hire new people, which is kind of more feasible, but that also requires training, discipline on their end. It's expensive as far as overhead, and there's room for error because we're dealing with human beings, of course. So again, the beauty of the power of the internet is that you can set this up to be basically 100% automated, that you can follow up with all of your customers without even you lifting a finger. There is, of course, an initial investment in time and money and energy in getting a system set up, as with everything, but once it's set up, you can have it running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and as long as you have it set up correctly and efficiently, you can benefit for months and years down the road using essentially the same system with some small tweaks that you can make here and there. Now, if you need some help or some advice, I have set up an automatic follow-up system that you can actually implement and use within your current business. If you would like, you can request a complimentary consultation with me. You can simply reply to one of the emails that I've sent you if you've received this video in an email, or you can send an email to Nick, that's N-I-C, at toptiermarketingonline.com. That's Nick at toptiermarketingonline.com. Either way, I'm wishing you higher profits, and I can't wait to hear from you soon, and I just can't wait to help you either way.